What up, everybody? It's your boy Nitro. So, I think we're about 1 week, a little over a week in on this garage build. I built both side walls. I built the front wall with the man door and the window. And then I started on the back wall where the big header beam has to go. And you could check out them videos, but yesterday we kind of worked on that wall, and the hard part of that wall is because you're building it on the ground and then you're spinning it and having to stand it up, everything's a little different. None of the measurements are lining up, so really the beam is 18 foot 10 inches, which I got a 20 foot beam, two of them, and then you got to sandwich them together. Put a piece of 1/2 inch plywood in between them. So I have the beam all set, but none of the measurements are working out. So it's like the beam is taller than it's supposed to be, because I built all of the walls have to be 8 foot 1 inch and 1/8. And I think I'm gonna have to shave a little bit off these beams. So either way, we'll make it work. So the garage build, let me flip here. This is where I'm at. Right here. So I built this wall. Sorry guys, my hands have just been taking a beating lately. So I built this wall. I got it fastened to the floor. I went ahead and put some concrete anchors in this and some concrete anchors in my doorway, because this wall's a little flimsy, this wall's a little flimsy. So I went ahead and plywooded off this wall, this wall, this wall, just halfway up, and then I concrete anchored here, concrete anchored 1, 2, 3 anchors there. I got 50 anchors, so I'm just gonna blast these anchors all the way around. I got Hurricane H straps to set for all the trusses, and then I also got the Hurricane screws that go clear up through the bottom. So I'm doing a double whammy on the Hurricane stuff. Today, I think I'm going to try to build this wall here. And really, it's just, if you look at it, it's only 23 inches, 23.5 inches. So I need to measure the beam, build this wall, get this whole thing right, and then try to anchor it, because from the bottom of this plate to the top of this plate has to be 8 foot 1 inch and 1/8. So trying to get these boards to be from the bottom here to the top has to be exactly 7 foot. And then from this point to this point has to be 16 foot. And from this point to this point has to be 7 foot. So it's a 7 foot by 16 foot. So, and then if you look, it has to have a top plate all the way across. It has to have a top plate. So in the middle of all this, if I build this wall the way it is, the beam is like a 1/2 inch too thick. So I think I'm gonna have to, once I build this wall, throw the top plate on, build the wall, set it, put the top plate on, and then take a measurement from here to the top of that plate. It has to be 8 foot 1 inch and 1/8. If it's thicker, then I have to trim this entire beam like a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch off that beam. That's kind of where I'm at, everybody. It's been stressful. I've made a lot of mistakes. I'm not good at making mistakes, because for 3 days I built everything to where everything went together relatively smoothly. But even you could even ask Brat. Brat's had her chemo today, so she's getting her chemo stuff done. But anyway, prayers for Brat, you know, and let's try to rock and roll this garage out, everybody. Trying to get this done before the snow flies, and I don't think it's going to happen. I just wanted to get it dried in, get the trusses up, get the plywood up, get my eaves built. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's just me. But I do call on family members when it's time to put that beam in. I'm going to need help. That beam's 300 to 400 pounds. It's a giant beam. It's 18 foot, 10 inches long, and it's double whammy engineered lumber. So it's a pretty heavy beam, everybody. I kind of threw my back out trying to, you know, lift one end of it and flop it over so I could nail the other side. But stick with us, and we'll catch y'all soon. Much love, Nitro. So this is where we're at, everybody. We are now getting into the cold season. I think we're the middle of October. And there it is, everybody. So, like I said, I got some stuff fastened here and here. I got that one wall fastened. I've got to hit this corner. And trying to keep everything tarped up because it's falling below freezing at night. And we're trying to do the best we can. Mommy's bird feeder. The baby's out here. But we'll keep on rocking it until I can't rock it no more, everybody. Pray to God that all this lumber don't twist and turn, and because I've still got to build ladders for my eaves and all that fun stuff. I've got to get this entire, this is all of my siding, fascia, garage door. Yeah, so try to get all that done. So stick with us, and we'll keep rocking out on this garage, man. All right, everybody. So I'm driving these anchors in. It's a little dusty, so I got my face mask on. Right now, I'm just driving these anchors in. So what I'm having to do, everybody, is take my carpenter square. I don't know why they call it a carpenter square, because it's a triangle, everybody. So what I'm doing is making sure The plywood in the garage is perfect. Over here, I got all this done, all that done, and then that corner over there set. Right here, I was able to get, I think, this wall set. But if you can see right here, I have a gap. So I'm trying to pound this out. I got it set back there 6 foot. So right now I'm trying to pound this out and hold it so I can set a screw. I figured while Mama was getting her chemo, I'd come out here and just try to set all these anchors. So right now I'm gonna run in and take a break. I got this whole wall behind me done. Now I'm working on the wall that's a problem. This wall. I got my corner done here. I went to set this corner and I cross-threaded that, so I had to set another bolt right next to it. I'm not sure if the inspector will mess with me. If he does, I'll set another one right next to it. Over here, I'm dead on. So this wall looks good. I'll get that wall over there straightened up behind the saw, and we'll rock and roll this out. I'll get everything anchored down, and then we'll move on. We'll move on to the next step, everybody. So right now, I've only been out here maybe an hour and a half, so, but I'm gonna take a break. So we'll see y'all in a little bit. Peace. All right, everybody, I'm gonna take a break. Brat's coming home from her chemo, so I'm gonna go ahead and probably knock the rest of the day out drilling all these anchor bolts in, and on this Greever 24 by 28 garage build. If you look up, I think it's Menards. It's Greever, Greever. Garage. It's a 24 by 28. It's a pretty nice garage. It's not as big as I like, but it'll make Nitro happy. Get my bike and all my music stuff set up in there. Be a little bit before we get the electrical done, but one thing at a time. Just got to get this garage done. I'm trying to get it at least dried in before winter, but we'll see. All right, everybody. Peace.